Hi guys, how are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. So to start with Ironheart, it's fascinating to me because she is one of the first characters to have the quickest turnaround from getting her comic debut into her own live action series. And it's not a bias of myself. That's just she's one of my favorite characters ever. So I'm like, no, it's great. But for you guys as creatives, what pressure does that put on you guys as executive producers to make sure that this is honoring her comics since it is something that so many people turned to and met her in not that long ago and have a connection to?
Yeah, it's both an opportunity and a challenge, right? I think the opportunity is because there aren't as many comics on her, there's a little more freedom. There's a little more room for us to kind of create around her, and our head writer Chinaka Hodge and our amazing team in the writers' room really brought so much of themselves to it and so much of their imagination to it. The challenge though becomes how do you, especially like when it came to her villains, we didn't have a vast array of villains to choose from, but Parker Robbins was a character that she had crossed paths with. So it was really about digging through and finding maintaining these incredible themes and emotional through lines that the comic book creators served up to us on a silver platter, but then also for the screen and for a 6 hour story, plucking the things that maybe were less obvious and enhancing them.
Yeah, and with this story, what I really love is when you look at every tech person, there are layers to them and they're not all great. Like even Peter Parker steals things, like that's kind of where he gets his tech in the beginning. So they all have layers of I'm too smart and I don't have the resources I need, so I'll find ways to do it. And I really love how you guys do that with Riri because it's never her whenever she finds herself in a bad situation, it's not her intention. She knows what's going on, but she's doing it because she's trying to do something that'll be better. When you were kind of working through that storyline all as a team, what for you is the most important thing to get right about it? Because if it went one way, the wrong way, it could completely tank it, but it works so well throughout the entire series.
And you're really nailing the challenge of putting a show like this together because we really didn't want it to feel trite. We really wanted to show if we were going to take her on this journey of joining up with Parker and his crew for a little bit, we didn't want to have teeth in what she does. But at the same time, it's that challenge of making sure, as you said, like the audience is still with her. Even despite her making some questionable choices and being in situations where she's up against it, we want to make sure that people still knew deep down inside she's a good person. She cares about her people. We often talk about Tony Stark wanted to build a suit of armor around the world. Riri has a much smaller aim, which she wants to build a suit of armor around her loved ones, and the
Mm-hmm.
length she will go to accomplish that is, I think, the magic of what the show can be.
Yeah, and I only have a little bit of time left, so I want to ask a fun question at the end because in the comics, I love that Riri's AI eventually is Tony, and I know that can't like it didn't work out in this because of how the story is. But it also, there's so many AI systems that exist within the larger Marvel world. Like my phone is named Friday. I think that my computer I'm talking to you on is Edith. Like they're all the AIs. So I
Yes.
wanted to ask you guys, do you have a favorite AI? And if so, who is it and why? And it can be Riri's, who I love very dearly now, but it could be any of the AI systems throughout Marvel.
Mm. I mean, this is gonna sound like I'm just
I
so
said you could
biased,
choose it.
but Natalie, like and the reason
Okay.
being is because it's the fun of an AI who doesn't always do what you tell it to do. And maybe that's the best thing for us at the end of the day, that accountability, that the grounded way that she sort of puts Riri in her place. Like to me, that is the version of an AI with the most story to tell and the most personality. So I gotta say Natalie.
I gotta just shout out Jarvis, the OG, because that journey that he goes through in the MCU, my God, who would have ever thought Paul Bettany in a voice acting booth, however long ago, probably in like 2 hours, nailing all of his lines,
Mhm.
has gone on the journey that Vision has gone on. So gotta give a shout out to him for sure. I gotta say, I do name my stuff Natalie as well. And just ever since we've done the show, just because I can't help it. Also, my wife name's Natalie, but yes.
Great. Well, now I need Vision and Natalie to like just hang out with each other because I think that would be funny. But I love this show a lot. It meant a lot to me for Riri to finally get her time. When it was announced, I literally blacked out because I was so excited that Riri was getting her own show, and it pleases me to say that this is so, so, so good. So thank you guys for talking with me today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for having us. That's great.
Thank you guys. Have a great one.